Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. I am Nerdstalgic. So, I did check the settings on the sound. After recording the last episode, I did notice that the in-game music and voices were a bit high. I do apologize for that. Hopefully it will be adjusted to a better level now. I basically just took every setting and just cut it in half. So, yeah, like I said, hopefully that will have fixed that issue. I do apologize. I should have checked it before I did it. Normally I do, but, you know, I was just so excited to get into the game, you know? Oh, well. So if you're still watching, if the first episode didn't push you away, you know, with my, can't be selected right now. Interesting. If it didn't push you away with my technical difficulties, then, you know, thank you. Thank you for coming back. Alright, so we're going to jump into this next, I guess I'll call it a scenario. Another thing I also did is I turned off the voices. You know, if I was playing this by myself, I would certainly leave the voices on because I think it adds a nice touch to the game. But it creates a bit of awkwardness for me as, you know, doing, you know, a series for this because, you know, do I read what they say? Do I not read what they say? Am I going to talk over them? Because I know if I'm watching a Let's Play series and, you know, there is voices, you know, in the game and, you know, the person who's making the series is talking over them, it's really annoying to me. So even if I don't understand the language, it still would kind of bother me. So I decided that I would go ahead and turn off the voices. If you would rather me leave the voices on, then feel free to leave a comment below and I can turn them back on and, you know, do my best to make sure that I absolutely just do not talk over the voices. So. Alright, well, let's get to it. So it says, capable in peace, unscrupulous in chaos. The man laughs upon hearing this evaluation of himself. His name was Cao Cao. Soon after the end of the Yellow Turban Rebellion, Dong Zhou, having gained control of the emperor, begins a reign of tyranny and debauchery. But Cao Cao rejoices in something that I didn't read fast enough. Yeah, so here comes the new boss, same as the old boss, basically, where we before had, you know, the eunuchs being in control of the emperor and, you know, being corrupt. Now we have Dong Zhou, who is basically the same thing, but I'm sure we'll probably learn about this in this scenario. So let's get into it. Heroes move. King of Wei. Proved... I guess that was just a loading screen anyways. The Yellow Turban Rebellion ended with the death of its founder, Zhang Jiao. However, when the Han Grand Officer He Jin was assassinated, the nation lost their leader and broke into chaos. But then, one man rose above all others in the imperial court. It was Dong Zhou of Liang province. So that's him, and that's Lu Bu. His rise to power corrupted him, and soon Dong Zhou installed an emperor of his own to further his personal gains and desires. Now, this is kind of strange because, from what I understood from reading the books, he was pretty much already a corrupt guy. But one man dared to resist him, but after a failed assassination plot, he was forced to flee to his hometown to gather an army. That man was Cao of House Cao. Much later, this very same man would be feared and hated for his evil and malice. After barely escaping Luoyang with his life after a failed attempt to assassinate Dong Zhou, Cao Cao makes his way to his homeland. Heaven has spared my life. I shall raise troops, and this time I shall destroy the traitor Dong Zhou. Claiming to have received an imperial edict to destroy Dong Zhou, Cao Cao calls for volunteers to fight. Hearing this, many warriors begin to gather. Among them could be found officers related to Cao Cao himself. He did have quite a family. Welcome, thank you for joining me. He's got a pretty awesome little mustache. Beard combo. You've finally begun your climb. We've been waiting for this moment. I know of no other who has the strength to bring order to our chaotic world. I am Zhao Dun, or Lord Zhao Dun is right. Let us aid you in your climb to victory. Work together, there's nothing that we cannot accomplish. This is Zhao Dun, and this is Zhao Yuan. Well said. This campaign against Dong Zhou will be the first step. From today, ooh, wow, special effects. We walk the path of the conqueror. So they were both his, I think, cousins, and they were both pretty capable warriors. I've acquired great talent, but as yet not enough. It's like reaching towards the camera. What's up? Do you know about the man named Dian Wei? I've heard of Dian Wei has the strength of a giant. What of him? Dian Wei went into seclusion after committing a crime against his former lord. I want him to join my forces. Yes. What about a plot against Dong Zhao? That can wait for later. We'll talk about that after we have Dian Wei, as you wish. So, Qin Gong was his, basically his advisor. At least at the start. She orders and try to have Dian Wei inducted into service. A ruler must issue orders in order to have his followers perform all commands other than personal ones like visit. Okay. So this... interesting. You can issue orders from the ministry or with the orders button directly. Okay, so is this the ministry? Select personnel. So personnel and then hire to issue the order. It is important that when using hire that the acting officer knows the target officer. It will require more time if they are not acquainted with each other. So you can see here Xin Ying. You see that he's got the circle. So circle means yes. I guess maybe this is Cao Cao is acquainted with Xin Ying. Is what that's trying to say. When hiring yourself, after orders are issued, use visit to visit Dian Wei and then select hire. So I'm gonna go see him. If the task is assigned to someone other than yourself, they will begin the task as soon as time progresses. Personnel hire. So where's this at? No, that's not what I want. Man, look how that... It's gotten bigger, hasn't it? Alright. Default. Back. There we go. What's this? Military officer. Ah, we can see all of our officers. So you can see here now, instead of being a free general, we are actually a ruler at this point. Not sure what that means. Adaptive. What's this? I could give out more instructions. I still have orders to give. Okay. So we can go to personnel, hire. When undertaking a hire mission in personnel or spy under plot, you can select the following commands after visiting the target officer. Hire, bring the officer into your force. Spy, arrange for that officer to defect to your force during battle. Both commands become more successful if the target officer has low loyalty, a high connection or bond with your officer, or is charmed or awed by your character or character's ruler. Note that your officer may be challenged to a duel or debate. Neat. Okay. To visit an officer, you need to have met them previously. You can, however, visit an officer you don't know in the following ways. Letter of introduction, which we saw in the previous scenario. Obtain an introduction from an officer you know who knows the one you wish to visit. For that, you need a certain level of rapport with the officer from whom you wish an introduction. If you visit an eligible officer and select Introduce, you can receive a letter of introduction. You can find out who can give you a letter from the Introduce button on the relationship chart. Okay. Banquet. Selecting Banquet in the Town menu allows you to invite officers in town to a banquet. This costs 100 gold, or wine, tea, or yogurt. Yogurt? Really? Your rapport will increase with all of the attending officers, and you will have met any who attend who you didn't know before. So that's cool. That's a way to, like, catch them all, Pokemon style. Officers that are awed or charmed by you can be visited without you having met them. So basically, you just walk in the door, you're like, boom, I am so. If you have the virtuous skill, you can visit officers without having met them before. Alright, so what's this here? So here's our target. This is the guy we want, Dian Wei. We can see he's a free officer, so he's not like following anybody right now. And you can see he's got pretty good scores. He's similar to Zhang Fei in that he's mainly focused around like, you know, being a burly man, you know. Then we got Zhang Lao, who well, like, actually I don't, maybe that doesn't mean free officer. Free, normal, domestic minister. I don't know. It's interesting. So let's see. Oh, target officer Dian Wei, loyalty affiliated with Chen Lu, earned merit 607. Loyalty 100. Are these my officers? No. They can't be my officers because I think these guys. I know Lu Bu starts out in this time frame as serving Dongzhou. So does Li Ru. Li Ru was his advisor. Alright, well, we'll just go ahead and click Dian Wei, and then it gives us a little recommended button here. So they are acquainted. He's not acquainted. Oh, and it even says they're here too, huh? And then you can see Zhao Dun should have no problem doing it. So Cao Cao is saying, you know, let's send Zhao Dun. That kind of makes sense. You know, they're both military guys. You know, they should have something to talk about. So we'll do that. What else do we have here? So you can see a lot of Cao's in here. So, you know, like he's got a lot. He started out with a lot of his family, either brothers or I think he started out with a lot of like. This is, I think, his son, but I want to say he was adopted. I don't know. Sons and cousins and stuff. So we'll go ahead and follow his advice here, and we'll send Zhao Dun to talk with Dian Wei. I trust that you can hire Dian Wei into our army. I'm honored to be the one chosen to hire a brave warrior such as Dian Wei. So this must be prior to the arrow incident that Zhao Dun had. Later on, Zhao Dun has to wear an eye patch because he loses an eye in battle, which is a whole nother awesome story. Alright, so we got basically we've got Zhao Dun trying to go employ Dian Wei. I wonder if there's anybody else we could hire. What about, see, this guy is pretty awesome too. He's well-rounded. He says, is there no one that can do it? Okay, so nobody's acquainted with him. Oh, I know Lu Bu. Might be too difficult though, it says. Might be too difficult. What about you? No. Pretty much everybody knows Lu Bu though. We'll stick with what it wants us to do. Alright, so we just need to advance time, I guess. How long is this going to take? Ah, okay. Dian Wei has been hired after being persuaded by Zhao Dun at Qinlu. I swear loyalty to you, Cao Cao. They're all doing like fists and open hands. And what is he wearing on his head? Such a massive banner you wield and alone. You look like you were the old Eli reborn. Kind words are wasted on me. Why do you call for me, knowing I've committed a crime? I care not what crimes you've done. I choose to trust you, Dian Wei. Is that not enough? I shall answer your trust by pledging my life to you, Cao Cao. Ha! Very good. Today I've gained a strong ally. My lord, remnants from the Yellow Turban Rebellion are attacking Ganling. Citizens fleeing from Ganling are asking for help. We must answer their call. No, there's nothing in it for us. So you can kind of see he's kind of an asshole. He's very calculated in all of his decisions. What are you saying? Will you ignore their suffering? Wait, has Yuan Shao made any movements in the north? As of right now, Yuan Shao is holding his army idle. Heh Yuan Shao, your indecisiveness will bring your fall. I shall take this opportunity to prepare the troops to move out. Yes, sir! Cao Cao, I believe I must rethink my service to this man. So yeah, Qin Gong does end up leaving Cao Cao's service, but I mean, he has no problem getting better people. The force has departed and will head for the enemy once time progresses. Normally, when an enemy is encountered, you will have the option to take command of the battle or not. This time, the choice is made for you. So, okay, you can see time is passing slowly. It's pretty neat. You can see our little horses. Can we zoom in? No. We're going to annihilate Yan Jing's forces. Where are they? We got what? Is that 8,000 or 18? Yeah, 18,000 men. We have supplies for 165 days. We're going here. Now we're continuing on. Is it here? Oh wow, we outnumber him like 3 to 1. And their attack and defense are really low. Our attack's really high. Snowing. Cool. Please select the force to arrange and then select where to place them. Okay. Man, this is just kind of throwing us right in, aren't they? So we've got Cao Cao with Sub-Lieutenants Cao Ang, Bian Shi, Zhao Dun with Li Ian, and Cao Xun, Zhao Yun, Cao Ren, Cao Su, and Qin Gong Yujin Wei. Strategy: misinformed disturbance. Bow of the gods. That sounds awesome. Advanced command and daring command. Let's see. What do we got here? We got horse, archer, melee. Let's do this one. What? Please select where to place the forces. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, we can put them over here too. Let's put those two there. Put you there. Put you there. We'll do maybe a little flanky action or something here. Can't put you in here, can we? So you have to start them in a fort, it looks like. My idea here is to, actually it might not matter because, well, no, we could flank around through here. Just to send these guys up through here. Take this out first. Wind is blowing. Kind of hard to tell. Control of enemies. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm finished. Start. First in battle, the goal is to take the enemy base and destroy all their forces. So why don't you begin by marching toward the enemy officer? You can perform more detailed commands on units as well. Set rally points, shift key while selecting a destination. Select multiple units. Control key and drag mouse. Register and selecting groups. When you select multiple units and command them, they will be registered as a group. Units will have the number of their group displayed at the bottom left of their icons. When you press that number on your keyboard, you will select that group. Indirect attack. When selecting a target to attack, by selecting the area slightly away from the enemy unit, you can have your unit attack them from that direction. An arrow will appear when you move the cursor slightly away from the enemy unit to help you decide the direction to attack from. I almost forgot to mention something. The Supreme Commander can issue orders and take suggestions. When those missions or suggestions are completed in the time frame given, all allies receive a morale bonus. Okay. So is this our thing here? Route He Yi. I think it's I think it's not like a long E, like in English this would be the word he. I don't even know how to say it. He. They don't really, yeah, I think it's he. If anybody knows, remember, just, as long as you phrase things respectfully in the comments, I really don't care if you correct me about things. It does not bother me one bit. So, they've got their forces arrayed up here, and they're all archers. Yeah, they don't really have very good attack scores at all. Light bow. Light bow. Alright, so I think I'd rather have the infantry go first. Why don't we have you just like... Can we take that? Can we just move here? Pretty move here. I wonder if they will attack. Alright, so we're moving. Oh, they are moving. Okay, so stop. Alright, so here's what I want. You attack this guy. You move here. See if we can pin cushion them from across. And I actually want you to hang out here for a second. You can keep going. I want to get my infantry in front of my horses. Actually, maybe I should bring you over here. And then come in from the flank. But I could... Can escape? No, it doesn't work. Right click. Right click cancels things. Good to know. Alright. They're both basically moving up to the bridge. Well, I've already got my horses across the bridge. Pretty sure I'll be able to fire on you from the bridge here. And then I'll just swing these guys in on your rear. That's probably not going to be good for you. Okay. Still moving. So they're basically both trying to attack my archers. I'm going to have you go ahead and get on that guy. Here we go. Oh, they are firing. Perfect. When soldiers, I'm sorry I completely skipped that first one. I hit the spacebar. When soldiers are in combat, they gradually lose strength and morale. When you surround an enemy with 2 units, you can execute a pincer attack, which greatly reduces morale. Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. It's extremely powerful, so give it a shot. Okay, we're gonna pause. So that worked out perfectly. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. I wanted them to be firing from a spot where they couldn't really be hit. Now I want you to crash into this guy. You go there, and then they're not gonna be liking life. Is what's gonna happen here. Boom. Now I knew that guy had weakened horses. You've gathered enough control. Use this control to initiate tactics, which increase offensive capabilities and morale, giving you an advantage in battle. Try it out. Okay, so how do we do that? It doesn't really tell me. Okay. So it must be the flashing one. So if we do this, it takes 5 control, so it's going to use all of our control up there. Lowers enemy mobility and morale and inflicts damage. Sure, we'll try it. And we'll put it right there, so I think you'll hit both of them. Yeah, that sounds about right? Boom. Spread some gossip. Oh man, look at the flames. Yeah, so they definitely lost some morale. Look at that. Oh, they're running. They're with the pincer. Okay, you need to get chase. The enemy's morale reached 0, so they were routed and ran away. When routed, the troops can't be controlled and are dramatically weakened. Morale can win or lose you the battle, so keep a close eye on it. Use this opportunity to demolish the enemy. Okay, they're decimated, which actually is not true because decimation means to... Anyways, I'm not going to be a grandma. Good, you defeated He Yi. Now for the next enemy. Okay, so pause. Says they're relying solely on that one formation, which overpower it and turn the battle into our favor. So, just press enemy formation. He's going back to the castle, basically. It's not really going to matter. Pincer's not really going to matter. You go over here. See if we can take that. You guys just attack this guy. Time to confront the enemy's supreme commander. Defeating the commander lowers morale and decreases maximum morale for all enemies. This is a huge advantage to take them out of camp. So it's like a duel. Our forces are attacking the enemy camp. Camps in the main base are 2 types of bases, so I guess it's a camp. When one falls, all associated troops lose morale. The more troops with high morale hit a camp, the higher its defensive level. And there's not even any troops in there. Oh my god, they're getting destroyed. So would it make more sense for us to move, like, say, back here and try to pincer them? Yeah, there we go. Gotta get that pincer in there. Oh my god. No, they were not decimated. They were not rendered down to 10% of it. Nice work. You handled control well. I'm glad I took the time to teach you. That's pretty fun. You do like to talk, don't you? I'd ask for a little more quiet next time. As you wish. As you wish. Battle of Wow. Cao Cao? I ranked first. I know that already. These feelings of triumph I shall put into song. Your efforts in battle, you've been awarded 424 gold. So, Deeds rank 1, Cao Cao, Zhao Dun, Qin Gong. That's all. Thank you for your support. Thank you, drive through. Results. Ah, okay, cool. Cool, man. So he probably didn't get as much deed points because remember he was in our archery unit and we kind of sat back with them. Which is fine. Anybody get hurt? Oh, everybody looks healthy. Cool. Well, that's neat. You know what? You know, this game has got some kind of negative reviews, but so far I've been enjoying this. It's been kind of fun. Alright, so I guess we're gonna keep moving here. I don't know. Vassal raid. Hanfu. Yuan Shao. We're gonna take this for ourselves. All's well, spread the news that Cao Cao's rescued the people. Yes, sir. Now, it's time to return to Qianlu and plan my next move. Return to Qianlu by selecting Cao Cao, choosing Disperse, and progressing. On month 10 of the year 189, Yellow Turban Army fell. Okay. So we select, and then we disperse. This will return all officers and troops to their cities and return all ship and weapon expenses. Is that alright? Does this happen instantly? Because if it does, it's kind of OP. Downtown force dispersed in the 10th month of the year. Go to Qianlu. Oh, I'm still here, so I have to move. Return? There we go. That's pretty fun. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff to this game. I don't know. But I mean, I'm a pretty big Romance of Three Kingdoms homer, so I'm probably seeing this through some rose-tinted glasses at this point. I'm sure we're going to find some things that are going to be bugaboos at some point. Yeah, let's enter Qianlu. Send word to the lords of Zhongyuan. Tell them we must unite together to defeat Dongzhou and save the emperor. I really need to make sure that I'm saying that right. I mean, I'm assuming that the ZH is like a J, because I know that Zhang Fei, the ZH is a J. I need to make sure of that. A smart move, though what lord would listen to a force as weak as ours? With the support of the people, no lord dare ignore this call for justice. I see. Yuan Shao could have gained power and fame by taking action himself, but this is his loss. And do you wish not to send Yuan Shao the call to unite? No. Without Dong Zhao, the coalition is meaningless. He must participate at all costs, or the plan will fail. I don't quite understand, but shouldn't we improve relations with Yuan Shao first? An excellent idea. Send an envoy at once. Select foreign and then Goodwill to create a debt with Yuan Shao. Having a debt owed to you by an officer is advantageous during negotiations. The debt is earned by completing a request of Goodwill. I wonder if he's going to want like some refined liquor. To raise Goodwill yourself after orders are issued, go to the city the target is in and select negotiations. So, foreign Goodwill to gain favor with Yuan Shao. Foreign Goodwill. Neat. So this is him. Interesting. Okay. So we can see, you know, certain people have different negotiate scores. We can see Cao Cao has the negotiate level of 6, but his int is higher than Chen Gong. Anybody else? No. Earned merit changes. Yeah, we'll go ourselves. This is important. Muy important. Wait a sec. Our rapport is 20 with their army. If we must gain goodwill with Yuan Shao army, I should be the one to do it. Yeah. Move to non-P. Yes, 16 days required. So here we go. Lots of horse riding in this game. Lots of horse riding. Yes. Alright, so do we just kind of chill? Just kind of wait? Unpause the game and wait? I guess so. I know in the older games it was like everything was done month by month, you know? And so I guess now it's like day by day. Talking. Okay. That's neat. Shin Pei of Yuan Shao army has arrived. Shall I let them in? Yes. Look who it is. What have you come for today? Just talking with someone who can deepen your relationship with them. Yes, interesting. Shin Pei's rapport with you has become 52. +1 and +1 from values. So I guess we're just talking, and in the meantime, because we're here, we're, you know, making friends. Now I'm sure that, you know, when we're actually playing the game, we're not going to be doing, you know, just like one thing at a time and sitting here. I'm sure we're going to have like many different things that we're going to be working on simultaneously. But for, you know, for the purpose of not just getting completely overwhelmed with the systems in the game, because it seems like there's a lot going on, I'm just sticking with like one thing. I wonder if we could just speed this up. Still not going too fast. Not that much faster, really, I guess I should say. It did say 92 days. I've gained Yuan Shao's health. Who's this? Okay, so it's now spring. Even though January, really, probably still pretty cold. I'm just waiting. Really excited about it. Fields are beautiful! I gotta tell everyone about it. should be coming up on 92 days, I think. I don't remember the exact date that we started this in. Looks like we gained some money. Pretty standard. Normally in January you get your tax money comes in from all your peasants, I suppose. There's 6 months remaining on the truce with Liu Bei army. Negotiations to extend the truce are now possible. Okay, we have a 6-month truce with Sun Jian and Liu. I don't even know how to say that. Biao, Liu Biao, Yuan Shu, Gong Shenzan, Hanfu, Liu Dai, Tao Qian, Kong Ju, Bao Jin, Zhang Zhao, Wang Quang. Excuse me. I think a lot of that has to do with the like the coalition that they were forming to fight Dongzhou. I think they basically said, you know, hey, we're going to set aside our differences to take down like this evil tyrant. Okay, now heading into summer. It's still going. We're still on a mission. Oh, it's over. What? Huh? Says use foreign Goodwill. Date over. Location non-P. Well, we're in non-P. I'm a little confused at this point. Just a little. I shall convince them no matter what. Hope we're not screwing this up. Excuse me. Thank you for sparing time for me. I've come to discuss a few important matters. Let's hear what you have to say. I've come in hopes of shake that fist, deepening the friendship between us and our people. You and your people are most welcome here. Think of us as friends. Okay. Okay, so that actually worked. An act to build goodwill with Yuan Shao has occurred. In order to establish a debt with Yuan Shao, you must first complete a request of theirs. So we got to scratch his back, basically. What's his request? Pause. What's his request? It says fulfill his request. Well, I would like to talk to him. Maybe we should go back to normal speed until I get this figured out. Well, we're already here. Cancel. Unpause. Okay, it doesn't really tell me what his request is. Is there a way to see his request? Have to wait? You know. Okay. Okay. Is he on like cooldown? Is that what that red means? It's like mission? Maybe we waited too long. Maybe it's already like past or something. where is Yuan Shao? Where are you at? There you are. Can I click on him there? See what his request is. Info. No. Well, let's just unpause and see what happens. Because I can see this red is like going down. Maybe he just wanted to chill out like Netflix and chill style or something. I must be leaving soon. Thank you for the hospitality. Thank you for spending time with me. I understand you so much better now. Rapport has increased. As representative ruler of the Cao Cao army, I wish to deepen relations between us. If Yuan Shao army is at all troubled, please allow us to help. The truth is, our funds are lacking at the moment. Some 5,000 gold would prove quite helpful. So that's what he wants. He wants dim golds. We have 20,000 gold, so that would take us down to 15,911. Yeah, sure, we'll give him some money. Very well, we shall prepare a caravan once. We'll always remember the kindness of Cao Cao army. This debt shall not be forgotten. Okay, so now they owe me one. Now back to Qin. So there we go. Okay, so it was a little bit not intuitive in terms of what we had to do there. I guess we just kind of had to sit on our arse, but hey, we got it done. That's what's important. And now we're on our way back. Sent them from gold. And we're home. Okay. We received many positive replies to the coalition against Dongzhou. Have we heard from Yuan Shao yet? No, not as of yet, though he does owe us a debt. What a stubborn fellow. Will I have to push him by the back for him to move? Request an alliance with Yuan Shao. Surely he will rise to action with that. I disagree with your choice. Why are you so obsessed with Yuan Shao? You don't get it, do you? I'll make you understand. Okay, they're gonna have like a debate. Oh man, I'll snap. They're gonna have a debate. I am Cao Cao. This is certainly a problem. Okay. Debates are fought over 5 turns, with the warrior with the most energy remaining winning. If both debaters choose the same action, assert, insist, provoke, only the one with the higher int will succeed. So that's good for us because our int is higher than Qin Gong, making int the essential stat for debates. Officers with low int, however, can shut down an opponent's retort and insist with provoke. Then use their own insist to turn the fight around. So if you have low int, you should probably use provoke more. Also, if you have the orator ability, which we do, you will start the debate with a certain level of wisdom. Yes. And you stroke your beard. Based on the ability's levels. Ours is like orator 8 or something. Each turn, you can select assert, insist, provoke, retort, or focus. Okay, so there's 5 choices, not just 3. Try to predict what your opponent will do as you spend and restore your wisdom. Assert, 0 wisdom, versus assert, succeeds. Officer with higher will succeed. Versus insist, fails. Opponent's attack will always succeed. Versus provoke, succeeds. Only your attack will succeed. Versus retort, fails. Damage reduced, enemy regains 1 wisdom. Versus focus, succeeds. Both assertion and focus succeed. Huh. Okay. What? Insist. Okay, so they cost different amounts of wisdom. Insist. Make a proclamation with stronger words. Versus assert, succeeds. Only your attack will succeed. Insist, succeeds. Provoke, succeeds. Retort will fail. So insist fails to retort. Versus focus, succeeds. Provoke costs 1 wisdom. Confound your opponent's case. It'll fail versus assertion, and insist, but will win against provoke, succeed, and I'm sorry, provoke, retort, and focus. Retort costs 0 wisdom. Retort your opponent's assertion and restore 1 wisdom. Versus assert, it will succeed. You take lower damage and regain 1 will. Versus insist, it will succeed. It's retort versus retort, nothing happens, so you're just like, you're blubbering at each other. Versus provoke, it'll fail, and versus focus, it fails. Focus, 0 wisdom. Risk an opening to regain 2 wisdom. So it'll succeed versus an assertion. Actually, both will be successful. Okay. Succeeds versus insist. Will fail versus a provoke. And, will win versus retort. If your officer has formed a bond with another, sometimes they will remember that bond. You regain wisdom or health. Well, I think the only way to do this is going to take some time because there's a lot, kind of a lot to think about. You tell me what you have to say. So it looks like this is our wisdom. So we start with 2 wisdom. So we can assert, insist, provoke, retort, or focus. Oh, and it shows you how much wisdom it costs. So this costs 2 wisdom, 1 wisdom, and this regains 2 wisdom. Okay, so high power nullifies assert, provoke. Well, he doesn't have any wisdom, so I feel like he is going to. Well, he's not going to be able to do either of these. So he's either going to focus, retort, or he's going to assert. Let's go with an insist. No matter what my opponent says, I must strike it down. Okay, he retorted. He gained some wisdom. Come, show me what you got. We don't have any wisdom. He has 1 wisdom, so he could provoke. He could provoke. Let's assert. He did retort. He retorted that time. Now he's got 2 wisdom, so he could insist. So that's not good versus insist. Let's retort. What's he gonna do? He provoked. Oh man. Cao Cao has been hit by provoking. Can neither retort nor insist next turn. He's got 1 wisdom. He can focus or assert. Let's assert. Oh, get shit on, sir. Last round, we have no wisdom. He has 1 wisdom. So this would be like I think this would be like the safe route here. Greatly reduces damage taken. Right. He asserted. So we took a little bit of damage, but we still won. Yeah. Oh, we gained 4 int experience. Nice. So definitely going to be. I'm going to have to figure out my strategy for that. Fine tune it, you know. You have convinced me of the importance of an alliance with Yuan Shao. Just watch and learn. What a pompous ass, huh? Select foreign and then alliance and form an alliance with Yuan Shao. To complete an alliance on your own, once the order is given, go to the city the target's in and select negotiations. Foreign commands other than Goodwill will become available when your negotiation rate reaches 100 through other types of negotiation. By using a debt, you can raise your negotiation rate and decrease the negotiation time. Okay. It's recommended that you give the order to Cao Cao, who has high wisdom and many acquaintances. Okay. Fair enough. So we will do an alliance with... Where's my... Where's he at? This is him right here. Use the debt you were owed to form an alliance. Oh, we have to finish that. Report. How careless of me to have taken too long to complete the mission. Merit and advancement. Officers gain promotions based on their merit. There are a few ways to effectively increase this. Earn highest honors each season to gain additional merit. Propose missions that involve high merit awards. Complete city and district assignments for governors and viceroys only. An officer that gains enough merit can become a minister at rank 7, a governor at rank 5, and a viceroy at rank 2. If you started the game as a normal officer, your first goal could be to earn 3,000 merit to become a rank 7 officer and gain the post of minister. Cool. Alright, now maybe we can do that. Yes, okay, very good. So we had to report first. So we will send Cao Cao. Okay. So we're riding. This episode's going on forever. I'm sorry, guys. My plan, though, I guess, was to basically take this kind of tutorial thing and each different step to chop into one video. So some of them, I guess, could be a little longer. Some could be a little shorter. Alright, so we're here. Negotiations do not reach 100%, then it will be necessary to raise the negotiation rate again. Two ways to increase the negotiation rate are by bargain and endorse. One performs bargain with the ministry of the target's affiliated city. The other endorses performed by visiting the vassal with the highest affinity among all the target's vassals. Once the negotiation rate is high enough, you can enter final negotiations with the ministry of the target's ruler. If final negotiations are performed with anything under 100 negotiation rate, you must first win a debate to make your negotiations successful. Well, we have a debt. We have a debt. I shall convince them. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. You and Cao Cao army were to unite. Not even the heavens could resist our might. I guess right now he's kind of I think he's against it. I do not see why I should listen to you. I almost have them convinced. Okay, a little more persuasion and they might see my way. I should convince officers close to Yuan Shao and get their approval. Chunyu Kiong, an NP is close to me and trusted by the Lord. I should ask them for help. So this guy right here. We have a 50 rapport with him. Let's have rapport with Shin Pei. Yeah, we have rapport with all those guys. Okay. Well, we can't really go visit him now. We can. Where's he at? This guy now. There he is. Look who it is. Oh man, that face. Whew. I have nothing to say, and I have many things to say about it, so I'm just not gonna say it. Hey bud, I want you to endorse me. Send Chunyu Kiong on an endorsement mission that will take us 5 days. Yes. I have a favor to ask. I've come to form an alliance with Yuan Shao army, so could you offer your endorsement to my cause to Yuan Shao? I'd love to agree with you, but take your time to think. Friendship between Cao Cao army and Yuan Shao army. Oh. We have to persuade him now. Great. are we calling this debt? I see where you're coming from. Allow me to write you a letter of recommendation. Many thanks. I will never forget this kindness. So we gained some rapport with him. That's cool. Thanks to him, negotiations may succeed after. Oh. We could bargain. Speaking of high officials in Nanpi for negotiations will take at most 20 days. Yes, yes. Our goals are much the same. We're Cao Cao army and Yuan Shao army to join arms. We can accomplish great things. We're bargaining. So I guess as this drains out, that's the passing of days. The negotiating rate right now is 41%. So that kind of sucks. How can we use that debt? I thought it told us how to use that debt. I guess I just missed it. So once this ends, we'll see where the rate gets us. Tian Feng, I think there is more to this than you are letting on. Uh-oh, he wants to debate me. I mean, dude, I'm Cao Cao. I've got to accept, right? Uh-oh, he's a pretty stout guy here. He's gonna be starting with some wisdom too. Yeah. Let's settle this. Some knuckle cracking going on. What should I do with here? What should I do? Oh, he asserted too. Ah, get smacked. Smacked. Let's provoke. Oh, we both provoked? Oh man, he's getting trashed. So he can't retort or insist. All he could do is assert, provoke, or focus. So we could assert. Oh man, dude, you're just getting, I mean, this is like Babytown Frolics. You're getting just clowned on. You got no wisdom either, bruh. He's got no wisdom, so really all he can do, looks like, is assert. Is that... Okay. Oh man. It's like four straight rounds of just domination. 7 int experience. After defeating Tian Feng, famed for quickness of mind in a debate, Cao Cao has won renown across the land. Uh-oh. Yuan Shao became charmed by me. To think that Cao Cao would boast such a mighty intellect, that tactical genius, I can never forget. Seems you are right. This letter states that I support your cause. Please take it with you. At this point, negotiations will surely succeed with Yuan Shao. It's at 70%. I still feel like there's a way that we can... Jesus. There's a lot into this game, huh? I feel like, how is it that we... I want to use my debt, right? I got that debt. Can I visit him and call in that debt? I'm greatly honored for you to come. What may I do for you? Let's talk. I found myself humming songs from my hometown in the street. Okay. Thanks to you, I learned a valuable lesson today. Yuan Shao's rapport with you has become 59 plus 16. He's charmed by me. I mean, loves me now. Give him a gift. Oh man, we could give him one of these. He'd be all like, yeah. Except, I don't really want to give him anything. So I'm not going to give him anything. Alright, so... Lu Wei Huang, Yuan Shou army has arrived. Shall it? Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you. He looks very stoic. Presenting gifts to raise affinity will make it easier to mediate in a point. Yeah, we already knew that. So we gained some rapport. I don't really want to have to debate him, you know, but I may have to. Like, I keep on going over here because I'm like, where do I call in this debt at, you know? Can I call in a debt? I want to call in a debt, right? Well, let's just go ahead and do the final negotiation here. I guess we'll have to debate him. Or maybe it'll give us an option to use the debt here. I don't know. King Feng agrees. Mr. Surly Face agrees. Even they have agreed to this. What? Did I lose? That's still 70%. Alright, let's visit. It said to visit Shinpei. That's what it said. I guess all these guys, maybe? What is this? He wants us to come visit him? This is Zhu Ling. Let's talk. A few days ago, some nasty-looking ruffians came up to me. You heard inspiration indeed. After talking, I know how you must feel. Okay, so we gained a lot of rapport. Would you endorse me? Okay, so he won't. We don't know him very well. Ah, the rapport is really low. So I guess all these people who, okay, got an invitation from Go-To. Let's talk. I see that your handwriting is very jerky. I want you to practice more. None of these guys are going to endorse me. Alright. What's 3, 12? Where's Shinpei? Let's go see Shinpei. There he is. Oh, we got good rapport with him. You have a mustache as equally as formidable as mine. Let us talk, Shinpei. Okay, so we didn't gain any rapport. Would you endorse me? Looks like he would. Uh-oh. Maybe not? 5 days later, maybe? So it's like all these guys coming to visit me are giving me like tips. It's kind of neat. I mean, it's a cool way to work some tips into the game. Let's see where you're coming from. Allow me to write a letter. Okay, cool. We're at 86%. Is there anybody else that we could visit? That we have good rapport with? We already went and seen him. What about you? We didn't go see you, did we? Ooh, we could go see his lady friend. Let's go see his lady friend. Whoa, oh, Jesus! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. My God, quit pointing that thing at me. Talk? I came to talk. I promise. Would you endorse me? Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't know. Maybe that's just like their normal... Like, their normal response is to be like, well, I don't know. Maybe you should give me something. Okay. So now we're at 96%. So I think we could go visit this guy. Oh, he looks really happy. So maybe the only way that your rapport goes up is if it's got that little exclamation point by it. Is what it seems like. Alright. So 5 days. This, I think, should get us to 100%. I think. As long as he agrees to it. Alright, cool. At this point, negotiations with Yuan Shao would end in disaster. What? Negotiation rate is 100%. So it should just automatically win, right? I mean, we got like 4 people that are all like, yeah, do this. Okay. So he agrees. She agrees. Still pointing the sword. Oh, we got 5 people on our side. Even they have agreed to this. Very well. May this alliance live on strong past our time. So we formed a 3-year alliance with the Yuan Shao army. Cool. So now we need to report. Job well done. Very cool. So, return. It still says make use of the debt you're owed, but we already have the alliance. Congratulations on the alliance. Message just arrived from Yuan Shao formalizing an agreement of union. My word, the links I go to get Yuan Shao to move. But it worked. I see in the agreement that you forfeit leadership to Yuan Shao. True. Only someone like Yuan Shao is foolish enough to lead a failed coalition. Failed, you say? Dong Zhao is too strong. Our rabble of horses stands no chance in a raw battle. Then why form the alliance? I thought this was all to end the suffering of the people. Wrong. It is to bring gifted talent to me. Gathering talent is my main priority. By forming this coalition against Dong Zhao, I shall have access to many talented people. The great reputation of Yuan is needed to draw people to the coalition against Dong Zhao. But why do you need people? Is it purely out of self-interest? Correct. I will not tolerate being ruled by another, be it decreed by heaven or not. I need strength to rise against the heavens. Strength meaning people. I will create my own rule to dominate this world. Rule by might, not heavenly decree. That alone is my purpose. Chen Gong is just speechless. I challenge the heavens, but will not allow the heavens to challenge me. He is very pompous. Cao Cao, the heavens and people mean nothing to you. Later that day, Chen Gong was nowhere to be found in Cao Cao's domain. A few months later, in response to Cao Cao's call to defeat Dong Zhao, the lords of the land began to gather. For the sake of the land and the people. It sounds like there's still voices. I thought I turned the voices off. I do apologize if they're still on. I think that's Sun Jian. So a coalition rose up against Dong Zhao to put an end to his tyranny. Was it for justice or self-interest, or was it purely ambition? And that's that. So that was that scenario. Learned a lot about Cao Cao, and also just, you know, about how to deal with other nations. Pretty cool. I think this ran really long. I do apologize, but hey, I think, you know, a game like this, it's so deep and has a lot of bells and whistles. Pretty dang important that we learn how to actually play the game before we jump right in. And even with this, you know, tutorial that we're doing, as you can see as I'm playing through, there's still some things that are not really being explained. Like, we never used that debt. Did it automatically get used? You know, was there something I overlooked? The world may never know. So, if you know, how to use the debt or whatever, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know how. Anyways, I guess in our next episode, it looks like we're going to be doing a Lu Bu scenario. So that promises to be full of horses and dastardly deeds. So, thank you guys so much for joining me, and until next time, game on.